Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tour. So sorry for that cough. I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. But, you know, I love starting every single day, getting up early, working, making some breakfast. Yeah, I didn't do any of that today. Today was like one of those like random days that like I got up, we just kind of like hung out a bit with Bingo. Bingo didn't have school today. So we hung out, we were just like hanging out for a bit. Had like a later breakfast than usual. Did do a little bit of chores. We're not even done with the chores, but we were doing some chores, and then I get to hang out with you guys, which is always a highlight for me. You know, how was your day? How's your weekend? I want to see those 3 emojis, okay? 1, 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been, something you're excited about. The weekend just went by. Maybe your summer's starting, you know? So I want to see those 3 emojis describing something fun, and I want to try to guess. You don't have to tell me if I get it right, if I get it wrong. I mean, ideally, I do want you to say, yeah, you did it, you got it right, you got it wrong, but you don't have to tell me what it is if I get it wrong. Hey, Flopix, welcome in. I updated a little bit. I updated a little bit. I updated some thumbnails. I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to update the thumbnails. I feel like I've had them for a while, and I think these are better. It looks a lot cleaner, especially now that I've split up the stuff, you know, split the gaming and the dev stuff. And eventually I mentioned I also want to split it up. Eventually I want to split it up again for the dev streams and the art streams. Hope maybe even by the end of the summer. You know what I mean? By the end of the summer, I might have another channel just for the art. And this will be the dev channel. You know, fingers crossed, it will be sooner than later. It will happen eventually either way. Ooh, let's see, Flopix with the pizza, some friends. I'm guessing you had pizzas with your friends and you definitely enjoyed it. I mean, at least I would. I mean, well, okay. Even though I am allergic to milk, you know, to dairy and stuff, there are pizzas without dairy. So I do like eating pizza. You know, I do like it if I'm able to. Pizza is pretty good. But how's your week? I mean, obviously, that was your weekend, or was that your day? Because for me, the weekend, I was working a bit. You know, obviously you noticed I did a few changes, a little cleaner, made it up, you know. Oh, really? Yeah, of course. There are. I have I have some in the fridge right now. I have some dairy-free cheese, and I made my own pizza with that. AOG Mr. Ghost, I did see that you posted that you were very frustrated because you were doing a bunch of chores, right? And you were gonna stream. I saw the notification and I was like, poor Mr. Ghost. Yeah, of course. You know, the doodle streams, I'm more than open to looking at things that you guys send me, especially art. You know, art, you guys already know. I'm a hobby tourist. I'm in love with being around passionate people. It is so wonderful. That was your weekend though, Flopix. That is so cool though. And I did, like, if you notice, I changed a little bit. I am going to change it more. I'm actually thinking about making a scene, like a little on the bottom. I'm thinking about adding like a little background for the avatars, you know? And also I realized it later, I didn't even get to modify the mobile side, which I feel bad. I feel bad for the mobile side because now I feel like I have like a huge preference for the YouTube, which is, it's not so much the YouTube, it's I have a preference for the landscape. You know what I mean? The landscape, since you guys see more of it, I do have a little bit more preference on that side. But I have to do the portrait side too. I have to fix it up. I'll probably, by tomorrow's stream, I'll have a new setup for that side too. But I also want to add on the bottom, I want to add stuff for that little avatars. Just so like, I'm kind of like giving the avatars their own space if you didn't know, right? So like the drawing will be in here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can, something Discord. This happened yesterday. Wait, let me see what you posted. Let's see what you did. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Everything's burning? Oh. Wait, somebody burned your town? Aww. Who did that? Who burned your town? That's so mean. It's like funny but mean at the same time. That's so messed up. Is that, oh, because you have the open server, right? You have the open server so anyone can go in. That's not nice. Come on. Yeah, so someone went in and burned everything. Do you know who it was? Or is this like, you don't know? I mean, I know like people like being silly or being like whatever. But I think that's, at the same time, I feel like that's a little destructive. You know what I mean? I'd rather like, so if I was gonna like be mean to, you know. It was Cyrus? Okay. I mean, I don't know who that is, but like if I was gonna do something like that to tease you, I would probably go into one of your houses and like maybe make something in there that's super random. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would burn everything. That's just kind of, well, whatever. To each their own. Everyone has the things that they like. Some people rather destroy things and make things. I mean, I'm more of a, obviously I like making things. So that's probably like, if I was gonna tease somebody, I would make something silly instead of destroying things. But whatever. To each their own, I guess. Everyone has their own fun. Doesn't seem fun to me, but it's okay. But yes, we're going to continue working on this piece, which it seems like I have been working on this in a long, especially last week. Last week, I was very like busy and like a little semi-distracted. You know what I mean? Hey, story, welcome in. I know I did a little minor little change. There will be more changes. Mr. Ghost, remember, Yuri, I thought I would make a stream. Yeah, I do remember. That's what you were saying. You were gonna do a stream. You know, you said, Mr. Ghost, you said you were gonna do a stream with them, and but you weren't able to because of chores with family and stuff, and you were very frustrated. I saw that. I was like, oh, it happens though. That's kind of how it is. You know, I mean, that happens to me all the time. I'm not even doing that. Happens to me like all the time. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna do something, this particular thing, and then something comes up. I'm like, oh, can't do what I wanted to do. That's why I say like, yes, I do this, and like it has become like a regular thing, and I would love for it to be my job, but I know it's like I don't get paid for this. If I did get paid for this, it would be like a little different. You know, I would probably have my own space, like an office or something. And then I would lock in blink hours to blink hours. Did I stream on my server and stole from Cyrus, and Cyrus got angry and oh, I get it. Okay, so they instigated Cyrus. Okay. That's a bummer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened though. I mean, I don't like, obviously I don't agree with Cyrus destroying all of your server, but I do understand them like being frustrated or something, and then going against well, how is her name? It's Yarrow? Is it Yarrow or Yaro? I don't know how would you pronounce that? That's like looking at the name. I was like, I actually don't know how to pronounce that name, because I don't know what inflections would it be. Would it be like more American style, more Latin style? Because I don't think they're either. Whether they're like Filipino or something. I don't know what country they're from. Because it really depends on the country how people pronounce things. Let's see. Nope. Kind of. It's a bit of a tangent, technically. Like, art-wise, it's bad. Whoa, my latest artwork does inline art. Just colors. Oh, it doesn't have line art? No, it depends on your style. You know what I mean, Starry? I like this. You know, I like doing, because I like doing different phases. You know what I mean? So I'll do the messy, you know, like the super messy style first. You know, like I'll use like my oil brush, where it's like this, and then I'll go another layer on top, which is more like a pencil. You know, and then I'll go over it again with the line art, and then I'll do like the flats, and then I'll do the tones and the shades and all that good stuff. My line art, doo low. No, Mr. Ghost, I sent you this 2 streams so you could watch them later, so you could understand what happened. Yeah, I'll check them out when while I'm working. I'll probably watch them. I do see that you posted. Okay, let me save those. Let me like mark them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna like mark them just so I remember to watch these. I'll put like this one just so it's like a little different. I'm gonna put like the GGs. Thinking about, I do have another emoji. I should probably add it later. You know what I mean? I made I made like 2 emojis a while ago, but I never added them, and I really should add them. Anyways, so we'll continue doing this. But that's a bummer. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that people mess with stuff that you made, Mr. Ghost. That is a little frustrating. I could totally imagine that being frustrating. You check your community posts, cause like I can upload. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah. Especially during the doodle streams. The gaming streams, not so much, Starry. If I'm doing like the gaming ones, I'm not gonna look at stuff just because I'm gaming. And already just to look at chat is a little, you know, it messes with the flow of gaming. That's why I decided to do more. Like I do love like action adventure games, but they're a lot harder to do for streams. Hey Stella, welcome in. But no, like but stuff like, you know, for gaming, it's a little harder to, you know, to connect with you guys. I'm able to read the chat, that's fine. But for stuff like you guys sending me stuff, I've said no, I'm not gonna like look at anything, you know. If you guys want to send stuff, these are the ones. If like the doodle streams are great, the dev streams are good too. You know, I'm more than open to looking at your guys' art. I made a new monster girl. Ooh, wait. Oh, like I think I saw some. Or did you not post it yet? Is it one you haven't posted? Makes sense. Can't even open messages while playing game. Or, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Starry. You know. So like sometimes, like I can read the chat. You know, I'm able to read the chat piece on the side, but I'm not able to move the chat. That I would have to. The way I do it, I do Control-Alt-Delete. Just so I can open up the task manager so I could actually move my mouse, because when I'm playing games, it locks in on the game. The mouse is inside the game, so I can't get out of it. It's really annoying. Mr. Ghost, I did a 2-hour stream today, and I'm going to do another one. Nice. That's awesome. That's what I'm saying. If I was a full-time streamer, then yeah, for sure, I would probably do, what would I do? Well, I know what I would do. I would do 2-3 hours. You know, like 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. That's probably what I would do every day if I was a full-time streamer. I wouldn't do like more than that, I don't think. Just because I'd want to do other stuff too. I'd probably do more videos for sure. You know, I haven't done a video in a quick minute, I feel. It's just like the editing takes so long. It's not even the recording. Recording doesn't even take very long, if I'm being honest. It's usually editing, and it's not even so much just the editing. It's, I don't know if it happens to you guys, but when you're trying to edit certain things, it'll freeze. You know what I mean? I'm like, geez, stop freezing on me. And it gets so frustrating. And Stella, and now, next monster girl I am making is the favorite monster girl, the cat girls. Oh, okay. Just posted on the art. Ooh, let's see. Let us see. What did you post? I get to look. Where'd you post it? You said on the YouTube, right? Or no, no, no. Oh, Stella posted something cool too. Let's check it out. Take a moment to look at all you guys. Hey! Oh, this is so fun. She's cool. She's humongous. Okay, she is like, how tall is this? That's like, what is it, like 15 feet tall? Is that how big you made her, Stella? She's huge though. She's cool. Okay, I learned my lesson and brought sonic boom bombs. But how am I supposed to know a well, my God, cephadrome is there? Okay, that's really funny and cute. I like it. I like it. All right, let's check out the YouTube and open. I gotta like look for it. One moment, guys. See why I can't do it like with the gaming? Because it would take too long to do everything. Let's see. And where is it? And you said it's in community, right? You put it in the community. Yo, very cool. I like this. What is, wait, Avery? What character is this? Is it like an OC you made? It's Monday. Yes, it is. The Great Atlas. It is Monday. How big the actual monster is? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Stella, but the future monsters I'm going to do soon is much bigger. Oh, very cool. Off night, guys. Yay! Have a wonderful night. Starry, no, it's from a Minecraft. Oh, okay. It's a Minecraft character? Who is? I mean, I have played a bit of Minecraft, but now I don't actually know the characters that much. I'm searching for a world that doesn't exist. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm down. I like the neat lore. I mean, I appreciate lore, obviously, but it's cool though. I really like it. It's a very cool character. Did you ever see Sold Fingers? Sold Fingers? No, that doesn't even sound remotely familiar. You know, I'm being honest. I'm like, I have no clue what Sold Fingers? Like you buying fingers? Salad finger. Are you talking about salad fingers? Oh, I do remember that. It's old. How do you know about salad fingers? How do you know about that? That one's like crazy old. That's like on New Balance. No, Newgrounds. I was on Newgrounds. Wow, you took me back. That I was a kid during those days. They posted a new video. What? Really? Random. That's funny though. Like I do remember that was on Newgrounds back in the day. Rusty spoons. That's like the oldest meme I can remember. Fingers edible. Oh my God. Yeah, those are so random. I was a kid back then. You guys were probably not even alive. I'm joking. I actually don't know. Maybe you guys were not actually alive for some of those. There we go. Jeez, I don't know why I was struggling with that table. Let's see. Nope. But yeah, but that's funny though. It's funny because back in the day, people didn't even call them memes. They were just funny clips or whatever's, you know. Memes are old, but like no one actually used them. You know, that word is old. The word meme is like very old. Something like that. Like now that I look at it. And then around here. Yes, I don't know why I didn't like complete it beforehand. The table. Because it would actually continue. There we go. Nice. Okay. This is actually looking pretty good. I mean, I'm actually pretty happy with how it's going, the whole scene. It's taken so long just because, like, I know, I mentioned it, that, I feel like I was very sluggish last week. Also because I was very distracted. You know, just like so many things I'll probably do like an hour and a half for this one. I sent you the video. Okay, I'll check it out later. I mean, I'm not gonna watch the video. Oh, okay. They'd have a new one. Okay, cool. But that guy's like crazy old. It was posted 8 months ago. Yeah. You can't draw fingers? Fingies? Well, so the way, at least the way I do it, you know, there's different ways of drawing them, but the way I like drawing them, I'll show you. So I like drawing, so like, are you talking like fingers in general or just hands? Because a lot of people mess up with hands too. So usually I'll do like this with hands. I'll do like this. You know? Hands got like this, they got like this thing going on. That's kind of like how hands look. Did you see the new Pico school trailer? No. Send it to me. But like that's kind of like the shape, the basic shape of hands, I guess. But like for fingers, what I like doing like this. You know? I like doing like this kind of like this shape for my fingers. I know some people do it differently. Some people will do old things are coming back. That's so funny. Some people will do this one. I've seen people do this for their fingers. So they're like this kind of shape. I'm not a big fan of that one. I like this one. This is my favorite. I like this. Or if I'm going to do it a little more rounded or something, that's fine too. You know what I mean? Like I like that shape. I love making them squares. No, but those are good too. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this shape where it's like, it's kind of like this, but I round it off a little bit more. Like this is okay for like a nail. You know, I could do like a little nail or whatever on it. But yeah, you could tell I do this shape for my fingers. But everyone has their own. Or rectangles. Yeah, that works too. But I get what you mean by square. You square yours off. Where'd you see the new what? What's that one? I don't know what that is. The new what? The Pommeler? What's that? You lost me there. I don't know. So this thing, that one. No, these are huge. Stop that. They're way too big. Oh, so I saw the new. No, I don't know. I still don't know what that word is. Because I know you guys are multilingual. So I have no clue sometimes. I mean, I get it. You know, like being multilingual myself. Like I know like sometimes words I'm like, huh? What word is that? It's, you know, it's actually really funny. Cubans, you know, because my family, we're all Cubans. A lot of people they love using English words, but they'll do it like in a different accent, so it sounds really funny. You know what I mean? It's like, what was one of them? I'm trying to think of one that's really funny. That like I remember like all this time I was like, what is this? And then it's like, wait, that's just an English word, but with a funny accent. And I was like, oh my god. Sorry, I love when people draw in more of the square shape, such as anatomy, clothing, fingers, giving them width. And yeah, no, I get you. No, I get you. Where you could do like everything a little more square. I know, I do appreciate it. You know, I like the square shapes. Me personally, I draw everything very rounded, which is a little, how can I say, it's a little annoying with people really not liking the beans. You know, like because of like Disney or Pixar, like all these other companies, they've been using the bean shape so often that now people don't like the bean shape. I was like, oh, I love the bean shape. You know, I was like, I love the bean shape. Like I use it for my guy's mouth. You know, I use it for Oni Boi's mouth. But whatever. To each their own. I can't have like everything. Alright, let's see. Right there. Here. Right there to about here. Nope. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see, like, it's looking better. Do I want this to be the same? I'm like trying to think, do I want to like be stuck to this? Yeah, around here. Yeah, that looks fine. It's a little bent, but like it would be in real life. It would be bent. Like they wouldn't have kept it. Actually, this thing is. Hold up. Now I'm like looking at it. This looks wonky. I'm gonna have to push it back. Let's push it back a little bit. I'll put it like over here. No, I messed that up. I'll just do this. There we go. It's about right. And then let's do like a really thin one. Here, do like a really thin one. No, around here. There we go. So it looks it's a little off. I know it's off. I know it's off. We're not trying to go for perfection. I just want it to look kind of about right. There we go. Something like this. And then we'll do like this one. Yeah. We can't tell, it's fine. No. But no, it's fine. Oni Boi, I put music on a video of mine. The title of the music says copyright free, but I still got copyright. Sometimes it is. That's the thing, Mr. Ghost. Oni Boi draws them. No, I know. No, but I know what you mean, Mr. Ghost. It happens. It happened to me. It did. I thought it was a copyright free. It said copyright free, but it said that there was a part. Apparently what they did, the person who made this copyright free music, they ended up like cutting out something that was copywritten, and then they put it in there. They did like a remix, but they didn't remix it enough. That's the thing though. You have to be very careful with what you use. It's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I know your pain. I know the pain of thinking you're good. They're like, hey, okay, I got this. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, you got copyright. Like, what? And that's why I'm like, well, like remember before you guys, oh, you guys should, you should put this song. I'm like, no. Like, you should put this one. No, because I look at it, I'm like, oh, this seems a little iffy. And also you got to read the comments. You got to check the comments. Sometimes in the comments, people will say, hey, this was not copyright free. Because someone tried it out and they're like, man, you guys mess with me. Something like this. And then, there we go. And it was about like right here, right? And then actually a little bit. I'm like looking at it. And then let's do, I could probably just do it like this, with like naturally, something like that. And then we'll do, yeah, I don't like that. Nope. There we go. Well, I don't like that actually. Here. Now let's erase this. It should like, actually, well, no, hold up. I'm gonna erase a little bit more of it. The background music is giving Doodle World key battles. This one, the one I have on. The one I have on is a Pokemon one that I use off. It's like Pokemon inspired one that I use. There's a few of them. There's like, realistically, I use about like maybe like 5 of them. I have like 5 different ones that I swap around. One of them actually Mr. Ghost gave me. It's Monster Truck Monday. Welcome in, Salty Pretzel. I have seen a few of your your things. They're wonderful. Your monster trucks, they're so good. Doodle World is basically Pokemon, but it's doodles. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually 100% makes sense. But yeah, like this, the music that I'm using is just inspired by Pokemon, which is a lot. I was looking for Splatoon stuff, but I couldn't. All of it had copyright, and I was like, oh, come on, Splatoon. I thought like fans of Splatoon would have more copyright-free stuff. It's pretty big. Splatoon's pretty big, but I guess not enough that they're like, nah. We charge. If you want to listen to our music, you got to pay. I'm like, all right, forget you. I'm not gonna pay. Like when I can, I will. I don't mind. But right now that I don't have the ability to do that, no, I am paying. Something like that, right? Yeah, it's like this. Nope. Nope. There we go. On her seat. And then add a little line here too. Just so you know it, like it divots there. You know, Nintendo. I know. No, but like they do. So like I understand it. You know, I understand 100%. You know, if you want, like if you make music, you want people to pay for your music. You don't want them to be using your music for free. Like I understand it. Nintendo though, to be honest, because they don't really make money from their music. I have always thought it makes more sense. You want people in that situation. They don't make money from the music. They make money from the merchandise, from the games, all that other stuff. I think it would make sense like, oh, no, use my music. Use it all you want. But you gotta say it's from Nintendo. It's Nintendo classics, Nintendo music, stuff like that. That's how I always thought. But I guess I have a different mindset from Nintendo. You know? It is, I think like as a business, there's different ways of running a business. And I think, because they don't really, like, what do they have? They like recently they started doing Nintendo music, but like nobody buys it. It's like for the Nintendo alarm clock or something. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you guys even heard about this, the Nintendo alarm clock they made. I'm like, come on, guys. You know perfectly well no one's gonna be buying that. I speak Nintendo. Are you excited for the Gen 10 games? Personally, I'm definitely getting one of the games. Yeah, I know, 100%. 100%. I love Pokemon games. I am a big fan of Pokemon. I mean, obviously, you already know. I'm making my own game heavily, like it is inspired by it in its own way. It's different. It's definitely different because of, what's it called? Because it's an action adventure game. It's closer to Zelda than Pokemon. But that's just because like I always imagined Pokemon, like as a kid, I imagined going on like these Pokemon adventures. But because I did like martial arts and stuff, I imagine me fighting, not watching them fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't wait for the Nintendo toothbrush. No, that already exists, Floppix. They have Nintendo toothbrush. Are you kidding me? That is a thing. That is a thing. Like you're a little late on that one. You know, like you're a little late on that one. They definitely have it. No, wait, this one. But no, I know what you mean with the money. Well, but like, there's different ways of making money. About the Nintendo belts. I get mad delay. No, I know. That's what I was gonna say. The brushes are super behind. But the belt, no, they have those too. They have Nintendo belts. They do. I have a Nintendo tie. I own a tie that's Nintendo. I do. I haven't used it much. I've only used it a little bit. But I do have a tie that's Nintendo brand. You know, I got it years ago. Where did I get that? I don't remember where I bought it. But I have a Nintendo tie. I think I got it at an Express. Hey, Eli Elliott, welcome in. How's your day going? You know, like I did earlier. I earlier Flopix did put the 3 emojis. I just remembered. You guys are more than welcome to drop in those 3 emojis describing how your day has been. Maybe something you're excited about. The weekend just passed. You know, the weekend was pretty nice for me. I was very productive this weekend. I spent time with my family, of course. I love spending time with them, but I do like and getting a chance to work on stuff that I want to work on. You know, that's not work, like that's like other work. Starry, I want to go to those Pokemon stations to buy a Rayquaza or Garchomp. I love sharks. Ooh, that's very cool. Oh, I know you're talking about the Pokemon centers, right? I've never been. I think, I don't even know where they're. I think there's one in like New York. That's probably like the closest one to me, which is far. It's not close. That's like multiple hours away. I'm not gonna drive to New York just to go to the Pokemon Center. No. Honestly, I'm not a. I have been to New York before, but it's not one of those places I care about visiting. You know what I mean? There's like nothing there, like particularly for me. For me to go, there would probably have to be like an event or something, where I'm like, oh, I'm going to an event, and it happens to be in New York, something like that. I can't imagine just going, oh, I'm just gonna go to New York. Like, why? I already saw the Eiffel Tower. I've been to the Empire State Building. What else? I can't really think of anything really. Yeah, they are pretty far. Maybe Hong Kong, not sure though. For you? Yeah, that's what, yeah, like I imagine it's probably pretty far too. Yeah, there's not too many of them. To be honest, I feel like Pokemon is a big enough company that they should have more of them. They should. They like, now that I thought about it, like now that you bring it up, they really should have more of those. You know, I would probably put them in all the major cities at least. Like they have enough that they could. They really could. And most of their money is not from the games anyways. Most of their money is from merchandise. But I guess they do leave it like semi-exclusive, right? By doing it that way. I don't know, maybe. Let's see, Starry, but I don't know about those prices. Would absolutely be abysmal. No, I know. One Pokemon center per country. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's like terrible. That like per people, you know what I mean? So to see cute ghosts, low. Wait, what happened? I missed that. Actually, I did see you sent me something. What'd you send? Apple. Wait, what is this? What is this? The apple? Well, I don't get that. What is this thing that you sent me? I don't know what this is. Oh, what is this? Oh, the chibi ghost is so cute. The chibi ghost is very cute. But what was the other thing? I didn't get what the other thing is. But I love the chibi ghost. That is very cute. Very cute. Mr. Ghost was as a chibi. I love it. You know I like chibis. Look at the price. Wait, what is it though? What is that thing? ¿Qué te ruedas de Apple? Well, are they wheels? Are they just wheels? It's like, wait, I don't even, wait, how much? Is that supposed to be 849? Seems like a lot of money for whatever this is. Are they just wheels? It's kind of ridiculous if those are wheels. But they're at Mac. That's why. Mac is its own beast. You know? I'm not a big fan of Mac, to be honest. Being honest, I'm not into it. The whole thing of it is how can I say, it's the lifestyle. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't realize what they're selling is a lifestyle. They're not actually selling a product. There's different things. I was actually talking to somebody the other day about this, actually. About how like you really have to know what you're selling. Obviously, this is like, you know, advertisement brain on like about this conversation. But it was like you really have to know what you are selling. Like, what is your product? No, I don't like that. You know, for like good example, a lot of people don't realize it, a big one, McDonald's. McDonald's, a lot of people think they sell food. They do not sell food. McDonald's, they sell real estate. Isn't that funny? A lot of people don't know this, that McDonald's is a real estate company. They sell franchises for businesses and stuff. Let's see. Story transforms robots in disguise. My favorite deception is Soundwave. Oh, agree. I love Soundwave. It says, especially the cassettes. Oh my God. The cassettes are so good. I love that the cassettes are like don't tell me what they're called. They're the mini bots, but they have a name, right? The GoBots? Is that? No, they're not GoBots. What are they called? Yeah. McDonald's is a real estate company. They sell property. A lot of people don't know that. Where they make money is from businesses, like from like locations. They don't make money from the actual burgers. Mini cons, that's what they were. Thank you. I do remember. I was like, I know there was like mini something. They were so adorable. I love them. I love the cassettes. Did you ever have the toy? Did you actually have the toy or no? Something like that, right? It is good. I got it. But like the toys were so good. That's the thing. A lot of people don't realize. For example, you were talking about Transformers. Transformers, the cartoon, was a commercial for the toys. You know, Transformers, there was a commercial for toys. That's all it was. You know, planning to buy one, currently saving. Ooh, oh, you're gonna get like the classic one? Those are crazy expensive. Those are like crazy expensive. Get like the 80s ones. Oof. See, that's one of those things. Like me as a millennial, because you guys, I mentioned it before. I'm a millennial. Millennials ruined it for kids. You know they did. I'm not gonna lie. Millennials ruined it so that people can't buy anything. People are like, oh, I want to buy this. No, you can't, because millennials also like it. So now they're crazy expensive. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. So I'm not one of those. I swear. I do like stuff. Like that. Oh no, just the bare minimum. I'm just a high schooler. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I was saying though. Like millennials, they really did ruin it. For like fandoms, they did. I know. I don't know if you guys know this, but in like marketing and stuff, you know what they call millennials? They call them Peter Pan, the Peter Pan generation. Isn't that funny? Because they refuse to give up. They like, you know, like to grow up. So they like constantly, like me, obviously me too. I'm included in this group. Millennials is the first group to be older but still like things that are designed for younger audiences, you know? But because of that, guess what happens? Companies look at it like, wait, we can make more money selling it to adults. Who dared to awaken my slumber? Hello, Alan. Welcome in. I'm just having fun, kind of ragging on myself in a way. Yeah, like a little bit, kind of. Because I was like, I'm making fun of millennials, which I am a millennial. But I'm just saying how we kind of low-key ruined fandoms. Because we have adult money, and companies are like, wait, hold up. We could sell to these people who have a little more money and sell them things that they'll want to buy. And then like kids, they don't have enough money to buy this stuff. Like, oopsie. There we go. But that's realistically what happens then. Because like obviously millennials will buy more like figures. You know, we'll buy like little figurines and stuff like that. And so the quality is higher and more expensive. No, that's what it is, Starry. You know what? That's what it is. The adult. That's what I'm saying, though. Before it wasn't popular, though. If you go back to what's it called, Gen X, yeah, there were a couple of people who collected things, but it's not as big as millennials. Millennials are like a huge collective that wanted to collect things. You know what I mean? That's what happened, Starry. But that's why you see things like Pokemon cards being so expensive, for example. Which I'm sorry, I'm like, that's a bummer for anyone who wants to collect cards. I'm fantastically phenomenal. I'm glad you guys are having a wonderful day. You know, I am having a great day too. Like I said, I usually start, you know, I wake up early and stuff like that, but today was not one of the, like, I did kind of wake up early, but not really. We don't like, yeah, agreed. Do not like scalpers, no. No, I know. Like, I get what you mean, Starry. Well, like, you enjoy the vibe, you know, like the culture that these people make. But the thing is because of there's so many millennials are like such a huge group that like this stuff. Because for example, I remember growing up, no one liked anime. Anime was a weird thing. Everyone's like, no, anime gross. No one really liked anime. Now it's super popular. Why? Because millennials started watching it. You know? Alan, guys, guess. I have 100 subs. I can stream better now. But just going to find a good time to start. Yeah, that's wonderful. Alan, do it whenever. You know me, you've seen my stuff. I slowly been adding stuff, changing stuff, like little things. Thinking about it, actually. Okay, yeah, I was like looking at the chat. That's what I wanted to look at. The chat's fine. You know, because I have it where it's like slightly above me. Like low-key thinking about, no, it's fine, it's fine. I don't mind it being above me. But that's awesome that you got 100 subs already. I gotta like start like doing things now this summer. See if I could actually push the channel a little bit. You know? Start doing more content. More videos. Oh, not what I wanted. But there we go. And then that one kind of like over there. Well, we'll go like right here. And then this one will go about. There we go. Honestly, I would be good for streams. I keep yapping low. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, you never know. Like for me, I actually didn't know I would like this. It was actually a friend of mine mentioned it. They were like, you should do streaming. You know, I was like, really? Because like, they knew I want to make a game. I am working on a game. They're like, you should stream your game. That's actually what happened. I was gonna stream my game, like working on my game, but then I started yapping too much. And then I realized that, well, maybe I could just like do other things like doodle or something while I'm streaming. Which now it's funny because now I'm going like back to it. Now I'm going back to working on my game more. You know, which I will be doing again very soon. You know, but right now I'm doing like the doodles with you guys. But yeah, like very soon I will be doing a little bit more of the devlogs. So probably by the end of summer, I'll be having like particular days for devlogs and particular days for doodles. But I can totally imagine, like the thing is with it, it's just like you realize you get like a flow of like how to. It's not just talking, you know what I mean, Starry? It's how to add on to sometimes there's nothing there. You could ask Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost does it. And Mr. Ghost, I remember in the beginning, you were like, how do I talk sometimes? You remember that, Mr. Ghost? You would tell me that you said it was so weird to talk by yourself. I was like, yeah, I know. That's just how it is. You look low-key kind of talking to yourself. Nope. Messed up there. It would be farther back. Right? Yeah, it is like a little farther back. Do like that. And then I'll do like... let's see. Yeah, right here. Like that. There we go. And I'm just gonna like do like this. Yeah, and then it's like I'm gonna be realistic. It's gonna be like right here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not like stressing about this either. We're not going for like an architecture perfection. I know. Okay, that is very off. Now it's gonna bother me. I just said I'm not going for perfection, and then all of a sudden, like I look at it, like, oh no, it's actually gonna bother me now. Now that I said it, it's gonna bother me. All right. Let's see. Let's do. I'll do the little one first. Then. Let's see, Mystico. Wait, Starry. Talking to myself is no problem for me. My entire family acknowledges the fact I yap a lot to myself. They don't bother. Some of them even rubbing off them. Ah, nice. That's cute. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's being able to hold a conversation. You know what I mean? It's the ability to hold a conversation without like wandering off, really. Because you have to be able to like talk to people and then lead it back. That is like that's like one of the few skills I would have to say about streaming. You have to learn how to like be able to not ignore people when you're talking, when you're having a conversation. You know, we're talking, etc., etc. But then be able to lead it back. You know what I mean? You have to be able to lead it back, and you're allowed to go off topic a little bit. That's fine. You know, that's part of it, because like you're almost like a leader of like a, I guess like a, I don't know. It like you are leading a conversation. I don't know if you ever done that, Story. It really depends. I'm not saying you wouldn't be able to do it. I'm just saying there is a little bit of a unique skill to it. You know, that at least I originally didn't notice. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is very fun. I was like, this is very fun. I normally you wouldn't think I would like this if you knew me in person. But I do think it's very fun. Especially, like, I do enjoy yapping a little bit when it's like particular conversations. If you get me on like a good topic, I could go for hours. You know, I can go for hours if you get me on a good conversation. I just realized I'm like looking at this right here, there we go. Yeah, that's, well, like if you get me on a good conversation, I can go for hours. I remember like one of the funnier ones, because like one person that I know in my life that can go, like I could probably do a podcast with one day. I don't know if we ever would, but when I think about it, someone that I know who could easily do this, I don't know if they're going to listen to this. They might. They have listened to a few of my podcasts, is my older sister. My older sister, she could yap. She's a yapper for sure. She's way more of a yapper than me. Actually, I think that's one of those things I feel like if I ever did do one with her, like a podcast style thing with her, I feel like she would take control of it though. You know what I mean? She would take control of the conversation just because how much of a yapper she is. She's definitely more of a yapper than me. So she would take control of the conversations. Which I'm actually not a big fan of going into the, what's it called? Going into like the how can I say it? Where like the argument, where you're like the push and pull of like talking. I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, I know, right? The car warranty. No, yeah, she actually no, like she works in sales. That is like her job. She has like she didn't get her law degree, but she almost did. Like she ended up like getting tired of it, to be honest. She did go to law school, but she was like, well, I think I'm done with this. She used to sell houses and stuff too. She was in real estate. That was like her first job, was in real estate, believe it or not. So it's kind of funny. Like you can just imagine what kind of person she is. You're like, oh yeah, she's a talker. She's a talker. Yeah, she went to law school, but like I think if I remember why she ended up leaving it, is because that was around the time that she was having her first child, one of my nieces and nephews. So she like, if I remember, that was around the time. That's why she was like, oh, like, because like she was pregnant, and she was like, I think I'm getting tired of just like being in class and stuff. She was like, I'll do it eventually. Hey, Phantom, welcome in. Just yapping a little bit. Yapping while we draw. There we go. I was like, why is it not? It's not just not doing what I want. Fun fact. If you want to save your wrists, draw with your arms. There's like it's like a literal thing. For anyone who wants to draw like a lot, you want to draw with your arms. It sounds funny. Like it actually does sound very funny to say. I was like, oh, draw with my arms. Like, yeah. You draw with your arms. Like looking at this. Actually, you would probably not see this. I was like looking at it, like realistically, you would not see it connect. There we go. And yeah, it'll be like down here. You would like slightly off. My parents are extroverts. They won't hesitate to say something out loud. Even if they embarrass, especially my mom, they won't hesitate to start a conversation with random people. See, I am selectively social. I am one of those people. Like my fiance, she's very much an introvert. My daughter, Bingo, she's an extrovert. I'm selectively social, so I can be very I can seem very extroverted, especially if I'm in like a particular environment. You know what I mean? If I'm in like a particular environment, definitely. But if like, I can also be very quiet, where like people do think I am quiet. Like I just remembered, this was years ago, by the way. Years ago, I went to GDC. GDC is the Game Developers Conference. And obviously in that environment, you can imagine I'm very chatty. And I remember I was like just like very, very chatty in this like environment, right, with these people. And I remember mentioning that in my family, I am considered the very quiet one, where all my family are like, they're very loud and boisterous. And I remember they were like, wait, what? They're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, no, like my family are very loud. They're all like in sales and stuff. So they're very like extroverted. Those are like the car salesman bit. Like that's like the personality type. Can you imagine? Like that's pretty much my whole family. Meanwhile, me, the victim, in ambivert. I only talk to people I know, but still quiet. And I barely talk even to my cousins. Oh. No, I mean, like it depends. I think that's more selectively social. You know what I mean, Starry? I would consider that selectively social. You don't have that comfort to talk with random people as much. It is like a comfort level though. You get used to it. I feel like I used to be more like that when I was younger, but as I got older, I felt a little more comfortable just talking to anybody. So they're making sales to each other. Oh, yeah, kind of. It feels like that. They're constantly fighting for the the last word. Oh, those can be fun. Those can be fun, Starry. You know, where you do like, you purposely have like a silly topic, and then you just like argue against or for. Those can, I've done that with like my sister before. You know, like we've done that one before. I haven't done it in a long time, but I do remember doing that one like for fun. Let's see, take around here, right? Yeah. Just had to make sure. You know, now obviously not trying to make this look perfect, but I do want it to have like the vibe. I speedrun a Roblox Abbey Tower Part 1, and I think I got a record. Whoa! Congrats, Alan. I don't know, like I haven't played it, obviously. I don't play Roblox, but I am assuming it's pretty good. You got a 327. What's the normal amount, Alan? Sorry, debates are a big thing in my school. We often hold competitions. We have a club. Nice. I actually did it in college. I did do a little bit of political debate and speech and debate. I did both. Like about 10 G. Okay, no, yeah. I'm pretty sure, Alan, you got the record. If the one that was closest is 10 and now you have 3, that's a big difference. Well, and I can't even. No, I know. I was like, I don't know the context. I'm assuming you did really good. I'm assuming. Like you guys who actually play, you guys would probably know how well Alan did. I did a Nido Tower. Oh. Hold on. I'll post a vid. Yes, please do. Almost nobody. I do have that in the Discord. You know what I mean? I have it on the Discord. You guys are able to go to the Arcade Alley. You know, there's Arcade Alley. It's for sharing gaming stuff. Gaming or gamer feet. If Oni ever has a play Roblox, we gotta put him into Block Tales. Nah, I'm not. That's one that I'm not interested in. Not even a little bit. I have played Minecraft with Bingo, but that's just like me. I'm not gonna stream it if I do. You know what I mean? Like I would never stream it. Lumen Legacy. Ooh. Lumen Legacy looks cool though. That one's the Monster Tamer, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It looked neat. That is one of those games like maybe I would consider maybe doing next after Ever After. You know, Escape from Ever After. I'll just see what we'll be playing after that. Or Project Brick Bronze. Brick Bronze? That sounds like a mod. I don't really do mods. We got retro inspired Paper Mario and Pokemon Suggest to you right now. Yeah, that sounds like I'd rather play like I'd rather play like an indie game. Because I'm not gonna do mods. That's like one I don't want to play. I don't want to play any mods on stream or anything like that. I'd rather play an indie. There's like a tons of indie games that just people don't know about. You know? That's why I was like, whoa, Escape from Ever After. Yeah. Robloxified. Yeah, so like I'd rather not play Roblox. So I'd rather just play like an actual indie game. I get it that people like making stuff in Roblox. That's great, you know, like that's really cool. But I'd rather go like to the other step above that. You know what I mean? Like when I played Fading Echoes, I played the demo. That one I really want to play the full version. You know what I mean? That one looks sick. I was like, ooh. I was like, that one looks cool. I was like, that one, I'm actually excited for the full version of that one. Wait. Why does this look so off? Oh, I did miss it. Whatever. There we go. Looks really off. Whatever. Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Oh, I've heard of this. Are you gonna start a new game gonna play on stream? Not yet. When I finish Escape from Ever After. Hey, MS4E. I haven't seen you in a quick minute, I feel. But you know what I mean, Phantom? When I finish Escape from Ever After, which I guess I'm halfway, no, I'm like less than halfway. I'm like a third through. I still have a bit more. I'm like, okay. Looking at this, I'll probably do, I'll put like I'll finish the line work and then I'll probably wrap it up very soon. Like looking at the time. Roblox said privacy. What if our therapist can't chat with you if you play Roblox? If you crash out with Roblox. Wait, what? That's so random. Like random in a good way, I mean. But your therapist can't reach you because they're not on Roblox. Let's see. No, wait. I messed up. I was looking at it. I did something wrong. I did something wrong. Wait. The makeup feature is dog water. What is it? I have no clue. Yeah, I have had therapy, Alan. I've done online therapy. I've done in-person therapy. I think in-person's better than online. But if you have to do, like, if you feel like doing therapy, online's fine. You know what I mean? Online's good, but just the real life one's better. Let's see. It's like very weird, you know, like this thing. There we go. But I highly recommend. It's actually really nice to do it when I think about it. I'll probably do it again. It's me, Christopher, by the way. I just changed my name because I started a channel. Oh, I did not know this, Christopher. I was like, Phantom. I was like, I'm assuming, like, the way you came in, I assumed you had been somebody else. You know, like someone who had a different name. I didn't know that. What's your channel then, Phantom? Or Christopher? I've only done online. Yeah, that sounds like I've done the online, Alan. I did one a while back. It was called like 7 Cups. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It was okay, like, but I think it's better with an actual person. It's a lot. I feel it's a lot better. Story. It's like makeup, like, you know, foundation. Okay, I get you. I get you. To make about makeup. Ooh, the progress. Oh, thank you so much, Flopix. Actually, looking at it. Ta-da! Yeah, I think we got the liner. Let me make sure. Let's make sure. Yeah, look. I gotta look, see everything is all good. I think we don't have any weird vids. And I think we could drop in a flat color, you know what I mean? In a moment. I'm like looking for all the holes. There's a hole here, hole there, hole there. Where else? Oh, there's like a little tiny hole there. Little one there. There's like so many. Like I didn't realize like how many like overlapping bits there are. Where else? I'm like looking. There might be some around here, like on oh, see, there's one here. I missed that one. And I'm not reading chat right now because I'm looking for these little holes. It's funny I saw that one. Oh, there's one. I almost missed that humongous one. All right, okay. I think we got it. Flip it. Make a layer. Let's drop. It doesn't really matter the color. Ta-da! Okay. Tomorrow we will color it. I think tomorrow we'll actually finish it, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Like now that I look at it. Line art's finally done. It is finally done. And Alan, yo, I has 1 view on video already. So cool. So knowing everyone else knows about Barry Allen, the fast guy. Yeah, I like it. So you're gonna become a speed runner, Alan? That'd be cool. I probably got to go soon. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up too, actually. JK, but hey goes. Okay, I have to go get. Yeah, I'm about to leave too. How did I fill it so fast? Oh, okay. So what I did, just because you asked, right? So I went on the line art, right? And I got the wand. See? So you see the little, I don't know if you can tell. Can you even see the wigglies? You can't really tell, can you, on the screen? The marching ants, you know what I'm talking about? You do the thing where it's like with the wand and you select everything. What did the piñata say to the kids? What did they say? I don't know. Did he? I actually have no clue. What is the punchline, Alan? Save it while I wait for the joke. And then as soon as you give me the joke, I shall wrap it up. Because we got to like a good spot to finish, and tomorrow we could probably finish it. You cannot take my candy. I made it up. Aw, that's actually not that bad. I like that. You cannot take my candy. Pinat. I like that. But yeah, I can see that. You can pinat take my candy. I like it. It's cute. It's actually a cute joke. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I really am. Thank you so much. Like, you have no clue how I actually really love this. I think it's so fun to hang out with you guys, do some doodles, talk about games, like just talk about whatever. You know what I mean? I think it's so fun. Thank you so much, MS4E, Oni Allen, Starry Story, Flopix, Mr. Ghost. I'm like making sure. Phantom Plays 78. Also, I know there was more people. There's some. Who else? I feel like there was somebody else. Or did I get everybody? I said Flopix. I know I for sure said Flopix a while ago. And Stella, that's what. And Elliot. Stella and Elliot also said hey. That's always like, I know there was more. And Salty Pretzel. Salty Pretzel was also here for a bit. The Great Alice was also here. They also said hello. And I think that is it for everyone who said hello. And thank you all, the lurkers. Thank you guys for hanging out, liking, subscribing, doing all that awesome stuff that helps me out. Hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.